enough time. And with that, we're going to play an ad, so see you in a few minutes. Remember to turn ad block off because the ad funds will help us run future marathons.
Did you run the commercial?
Yeah, it's going.
I don't see a timer for it.
I guess it was going. Weird.
Okay, welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2014. We just saw Star Tropics 2 Zoda's Revenge, and we are now going to be enjoying Clash at Demonhead by Gildersneeze. Okay, while we're getting a few things set up here, I just wanted to remind you guys that this is Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live, Summer Games Done Quick 2014, raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Did you know that for $50 donated to Doctors Without Borders, they can purchase enough vaccine to inoculate 175 children against a deadly outbreak of measles? It's a really great cause, really great marathon. Donate for, there are prizes that you can donate for. Really, best thing you can ever do.
Yeah, your microphone.
Yeah. Pretty far out? Okay, hang on. All right.
There we go. Now it's getting some nice beard action.
All right, fantastic. Everybody loves the beard action.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we were going to wait for that. All right, ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Clash at Demonhead. Starts off right away with a kill manipulation. Your drop cycle is fixed, and you want to get as many kills as possible before you get to a certain point in the game. Let's see. Thank you. Ducking under guy caught, first try. It's a Christmas miracle. That guy kills more runs than anything else.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, this game, all conversations are talking time.
It's very important to have talking time.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, we're trying to get as many kills as possible because there are certain things that will kill a run. That's being short on cash and short on magic force, I guess. Guts in the Japanese version, which is a much better term. But, let's see here. Gosh, kind of lost my place on the commentary. Regardless, you're very kills tight until middle of the game. So I'll be doing my best to get them all. The Super Shop with Ron Jeremy, though.
Yeah.
And his daughter, Sally.
We'll meet her later.
Yes, we will meet Sally later. We'll introduce. Super Shop is where you get all your items that you can use to beat the game. Basically, power boots here, double movement speed, and double jump height.
And half controllability.
107.5, the Mikey. So yeah, we're first meeting Mikey. He's our ally for the adventure, but he doesn't take orders from us. You know.
Yeah.
Because why not? All right, so manipulation I am doing with the boots right now is, we're short of kill. All right. Fine. Manipulation I'm doing with the boots right now, they only actively drain meter if you are actively holding right or left. There's a weird momentum mechanic where you accelerate to top speed for 16 frames and decelerate for 16 frames. It looks no different in speed, But basically, after you let go of the D-pad, you keep moving for 16 frames. So if you can get a perfect 16 frame on, 16 frame off tap rhythm, you can double the length of the boots.
Nice shot.
Did I get the shot?
I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard a shot.
Right, we'll
so-
gamble. We'll gamble.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is the Tyrannosaurus on a bicycle or tricycle or whatever, and he flies and shoots
Good job.
fireballs.
Yeah, he's the hardest boss in the game. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure someone thinks he's fair, but they're wrong.
Hey, we got the jump. All right.
Yeah, and the intended fight against that boss is really incredibly
Long and dull.
Yeah.
Supposed to like shoot him once, dodge the fireballs, shoot him again, dodge the fire. You got to hit him 15 times as well. So, all right. So buying 3 boots, 3 shop calls. That's boots are going to be a pretty big standard for most of the run. We'll get to jetpacks later, but
Yeah, and
boots are
shop-
cheap, and you can double their length to about 40 seconds if you're a Taz. If you're me, 34 to 37, somewhere in there.
And the shop calls are important because if you run out of them, you have to go to a
dead end
very
route.
out of the way place on the map to get more.
And it's a dead end route, so you can only leave.
Yeah, menu boss is very real in this game because
Oh,
if
yes.
you don't get your shop
Yeah,
calls, you are in
I'll talk
trouble.
about menu boss. All right, menu boss. You may hear me kind of gripe about him a little bit during the run. The menu it lags every other frame. Like every other frame in the item menu is a lag frame. So that means it has a 50% chance to drop any single input you want to do. So every successful menu input is frame perfect. What's that?
I mean, you press the input on some frame.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
The frame, it was beautiful.
No, it's the running joke that the menu, you must be frame perfect to be good at this game. What that means is, oh gosh, I had one current PB, or recent PB, where he ate 3.5 seconds right at the end of the game. I shouldn't have been talking while doing that. Thank you. Shout outs to muscle memory.
Yeah.
Those jumps are ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that section
they're-
is not
they're
nearly
not.
as easy as Gilder just made it look.
Because you are still doing the right tap the whole time.
Yeah.
In order to conserve boots while doing the jumps. I'm kind of surprised I went for that without thinking about it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask. Just going to let it roll. Yeah.
Don't worry
This is
about
what happens if you miss a jump.
Yeah, you fall into the underground area and get spit out back at the beginning of the route. So what's fortunate is it's a nice shortcut out of there. What sucks is on the way in, it's a big 2.5 minute time loss. So missing those jumps is reset, no problem. All right, so this letter, there's a reason I am getting this letter. It is a 10-second cutscene, but it'll give me $15,000 in the item menu.
What a good friend.
Yeah, I know. He's watching my girlfriend for me. The Taz shot! Yes! All right, interesting mechanic. If you fire on the exact frame you take damage, you fire 2 shots, 1 forward, 1 backward. And that's the only time in the game it's useful right there, is to kill 2 guys at once and look like you're cheating. Longboarding section. This is a good time for donations, by the way, if you got one to go.
Yeah, I have several donations here. We have a $10 donation from James Downing. I would like to get some confirmation on the tournament and grand prizes. Are the PS4 and Wii U for single donations or cumulative total across the run? They are cumulative total across the entire marathon. All right. He continues and asks also how many of the sprites in Star Tropics were originally from other games. The tetrads
Hardest
are
boss in the
obvious. But I also could have sworn I saw Jim the Knight from Hydelite on the world map, putting this towards the Metroid Fusion 1% race.
See, that
Why'd you
boss
leave the
just
shop without buying anything?
Why do I leave the shop without buying anything? Because jetpacks and force drink only show up in the 4th shop, and I need those now. That's the whole reason to get the letters. I can get a pair of jetpacks early. They're 8,000. Ceiling, catch that. So we want 1 shop call, 2 boots, 2 jetpacks, 3 drinks of the juice.
I just realized that guy shoved $15,000 into an envelope and then dropped it from a parachute onto a bridge.
The best part is the collision detection's really bad, so sometimes they'll just fall through the bridge.
You talk about throwing your
Sorry,
money away.
Jake.
Oh! Hey, rude.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy was kind of rude indeed. Yeah, Choo Choo, the debt collector. He comes for us all. All right, so jetpack through here.
Jetpack
And?
is super fast, but you can't do the mashing trick on it at all.
You know how awful that would be to mash like diagonal upright?
I would hate life. I
Welcome
would
to
quit running this
Air
game
Dash.
immediately. Oh, Dollar, come here. I need you. All right. So Max, this is one of the reasons we get a jetpack early.
Squish. Boss complete.
All right. So while he's tiny, by the way, his hitbox is actually one him above his head.
Yeah.
So if you think you come in here with micro power and shoot him, you'll miss every shot.
Yeah.
And it does.
It's concerning.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see why we have the jetpack. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right here. Hey, you. There we go. You don't want to know his attack pattern if you kill all 10 guys.
It's pretty awful.
It's
and
horrendous.
It's probably like a 2-minute fight.
Yeah, more. All right, first use a teleport. We can go to any route we've been to, so there will be some times where I'm going to routes and leaving them immediately. I'm setting up for later teleports like that. Let's see, is this guy going to be here? Nope.
What are the apple drops?
The apple drops are force. That's like 10 force points for, well, down there in the bottom for using hermit power. The run now finally collects one more apple than it needs. Formerly, it collected only enough force to beat the game, which meant if you miss an apple, you were hitting the reset
You
button,
kill an enemy and the apple falls through the floor.
or it doesn't show up at all.
Or an enemy kills themselves on the side of the screen because he spawns the apple immediately.
Oh, you want this, huh?
Yeah, to explain, your kill count is tied into your drops. It's your kill count mod 16. Put on a chart. There's 4 possible dollar drops, 1 apple, 1 heart. And occasionally enemies will spawn and die immediately on the edge of the screen. And what'll happen there, if it's on the right or left edge of the screen, the drop will just get skipped. Your kill count still increases, so what that means is the drop just vanished entirely. All right. Ran out of boots.
I didn't even notice boots ran out. I thought there was just a ton of slowdown. I need to stop playing games.
Oh. Yeah, reasonable 33. Can't
Can I talk a
complain too
little bit
much.
about how your shots move when you jump?
Yeah.
All right, hang on a sec. Let me handle the teleport first, because... Okay, good. Yeah, your shots are tied to you. So if the screen scrolls, your shot will scroll with you, like up or down, if it's a vertical scroll. Horizontal doesn't matter, and they'll stay off of your plane, but like, you can kind of curve shots. It's like that really terrible movie.
Oh, yeah, the one we don't have to talk about.
Exactly, ever. Hey, one of the guys didn't show up there. I was expecting a second kill. Interesting. All right, we're a little bit low on cash, but we got places to make that up, no problem. Most dangerous shop in the game. You never really want to be tapping in the shop menu. You always want to kind of sweep the indicator, but there you have to.
Yeah, and unlike the item menu, the shop just doesn't lag. So clearly they could program those menus.
Oh, you would be mistaken, sir. It actually does. It doesn't have lag frames, but what it can do, to the consternation of me and finding this out, sometime in the middle of a run, actually. What it can do is actually, when your indicator moves, it will move, but it hasn't actually moved. You're still on the previous item for 2 or 3 frames. So
Perfect.
you have a wonderful chance of buying the wrong thing. Oops, no,
Are you
not
gonna hit the
jetpack.
middle one?
Am I gonna hit the middle one? Nope, the first one.
Damn.
Yeah, the middle one would have been a sweet snipe, but what you gonna do? So we're headed up to Shark. He's one of the more dangerous bosses in the game. I need you dead. Thank you. Okay. This is one of the 2 elements of RNG in the game. He can teleport at random. He can teleport on top of me. If he does that, we're dead. So cross your fingers, everybody. He doesn't do it often. Also, you do not... Wow, he's close. He's trying. This guy has a weird shot rhythm. If you mash extremely fast, he is 5 to 6 cycles. If you fire at the right pace, he's 2 to 3. I was kind of on the medium pace there, so no problem. A decent 4 cycle.
Swimming hitbox.
Yeah, the reason I did not move from the middle there, your hitbox when you're swimming, anytime you're in the prone swimming position, your hitbox is 1 U below you. So, yeah, exactly. Well played. But there's that big metal structure in the middle there, so what that means is I can basically use that to avoid damage. Hula girls! Say. here's Mush. His hitbox is weird, or his hit, like what you shoot at is weird. You'd think it'd just be him. Yeah, poor Joe. Now it's his head. Don't ask me why he's got 2 heads and a mohawk. Reasonable fight. Can't complain.
Yeah, goes the hat and then he just pulls up.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Who needs a hat? This guy, to survive.
That's why he throws it at you as it's making a
Shut up!
I'm gonna rip my heart out and throw it at you. Please don't smash it, and then please give it back afterwards.
Right there are 3 guys that kill themselves on the edge of the screen, and that used to destroy runs. As I get down towards the end, and suddenly I'd have not enough force. I'm like, why? Now there you saw a menu boss attack.
Yeah,
it
that
took
was
me
nice.
3 or 4 presses to get the suit on there.
I enjoyed that.
Yes.
And yeah, that's all we're gonna use the super suit for.
Yep, super suit was good. $9,900 spent. Like, well, very well.
That lava instant death?
Yep. Actually, surprisingly, if you have the perfect timing, you know how I can do the water re-jump?
Yes.
You can do that with lava if you're not wearing a super suit.
But you can't go get the gem.
Nope.
Water doesn't actually damage you, so
Just the SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
Well played.
Yeah, Shark
Let
Guy
him
is
go.
dangerous. Exactly. Those guys are very unpredictable. It doesn't matter what distance they are at you, they'll just decide when they want to charge you. Pick up a couple insurance kills here. All right.
So another feature we should talk about of this game is how the music resets to the beginning anytime you go through a screen transition.
It learned from Deadly Towers.
It sure as hell
You
did.
know what's good design is Deadly Towers. Let's borrow some.
Go for it. Hold on, it's a music reset.
Yeah. Having the music play continuously is difficult.
Also, when you come out of menu boss, it resets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 6 seconds of this track are pretty ingrained in all of our heads.
There's a reason I play chiptunes on my channel when I'm doing runs. It's like nobody needs to hear this over and over and over again. Oh,
He killed himself
danger.
and gave you money.
Yeah, he did, but the apple went down.
Yeah, that
so
was
that was dangerous. I may need to pick up a couple extra kills. That's fine though. We can handle that. It's too easy. Yeah, hooked by greed at the Lord of Deceit. It's the rebirth of the demons. It's the best line in the game. When it comes to some of the, when you compare it against some of the poor translation.
I was gonna say the Hermit's line isn't.
Oh, the Hermit's pretty good.
So
There's some real winners. This is an intentional death. You have to do that.
It's scripted into the game that you have to game over there and continue.
Yeah, and it still gives you the full 50 force penalty for dying.
Nice.
Which is why, that's the whole reason that this game must be done deathless if you want a good time. Oh, hey, you. We need those extra kills, remember? Okay, good man. All right, but yes, the game must be done deathless. If you lose 50 force at any time in the run, you hit the reset button, you're done. You're gonna be grinding, you'd have to grind 5 cycles through a 16 cycle death kill, or kill cycle, so we're talking a stupid amount of time wasted.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of routes in the game where like grinding is even reasonable. This would be one of them.
And a lot of them will destroy your ears by screen transitioning over and over again.
Yes, they will. Oop. That was dumb.
Speaking of screen transitions,
Was that Cool Spot?
Maybe. Cool Spot's pretty cool. He hangs out there.
he's slightly angrier.
Show me an apple. I need one.
Yeah, the aqua suit or whatever it's called effectively mimics the boots when you're in water.
Yeah.
Except it doesn't drain unless you're actually underwater. So
Which is
used
convenient.
as a convenient and cheap replacement for boots in that situation.
Now, I've got to remember, I'm not fighting Rowdy again. I did that in practice earlier. Ran up, have to go talk to Hermit, who still can't
Crouch.
move. Yeah, crouch, get ready for the fight. Wait, what am I doing?
Where is he?
Rowdy, you're late.
Rowdy is late to the fight.
All right, so now we got to go get the Sword of Apollo. You know, sure, why not?
So you're jumping all over the map builder. How would you figure out how to do this game for to speedrun it?
Magic.
The instruction
Yeah.
booklet.
This game is, to be fair, like slightly more descriptive than a lot of NES games and telling you where you have to go and what to do, but not much.
Okay, we are real short. We should be able to fix that, though. Go ahead and grab those real quick. Hey. There it is.
Don't wrong warp. Dangerous to farm here.
Yeah. So there is a wrong warp that we don't understand in this game. Every now and again, it just decides that I've had enough and I'm spitting you out at the far end of a route.
Yep, a route.
Yeah. Okay,
So none of these turrets can give drops, that's why he doesn't bother to fight them.
And you can
They
just
still count on the kill count?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They are useless. Alright, Bopper. Now we're gonna have to do something a little bit unorthodox here. Alright, that's a good fight.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
really
really
That was
good
really
fight.
good.
Alright, jump up. I want to make sure that he's gone. You can't teleport until he is. Okay, so I need to pick up another apple. We're a bit far back in the kill cycle. That's okay.
Donation time?
Yes, donation time, please. I've got to grind for just a sec.
All right. Well, I've got a number of new donations here. Curtis Tamblin says NES block is radical block.
Come on now.
Kyle Stoddard donated $20 and says, "Great job, guys. Enjoying the stream. Awesome charity pick."
That apple was detrimental.
Martin Demont
what?
donated $40. Says, "Thanks for all the good work." And then we got a $50 donation from Nathan Keithline. "Hey everyone, thank you so much for putting on another awesome marathon and raising money for a great cause. I loved going to AGDQ and wish I could have attended this year's SGDQ, but there's always next year."
Hallelujah. It skipped one. It absolutely skipped one on me.
Hey, no cutscene.
Yep, cutscene skip.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. This is what I get for taking a train here instead of a plane. I rode the deck. Door! Door boss is very strong as well.
The door knew there was danger inside. No, please, don't come in here.
Alright, the demon fight. This is why you need the Sword of Apollo. You are a one-shot kill if you don't equip it. This guy hits like an absolute freight train. Any contact with his eye is a 3-hit, or a 3 health cube thing. I'm pointing at that like you can see the TV where I'm pointing.
Don't worry about it.
Shut up.
They'll figure it out.
Indeed.
The sword's also very marvelous because...
What is this room?
It's a horrible, horrible place, and we're not hanging around. There's terrible things down there. Eggs, demon eggs.
Apples, maybe?
No, no apples. You don't want those apples. Somebody says, "How do you like those apples?" You punch them in the face and leave.
The sword demonstrates the curving effect of 3D level.
Yeah.
It does, it does.
Yeah.
The sword is also kind of a jerk because you can normally have 3 bullets on screen, but for the sword they were like, hey, let's have it
2.
take, is it 2? I thought it was 3 because I thought the sword took up. Well, either way, the sword takes up all of the sprites that are allowed to be shot. So.
And its hitbox is 3 little white squares above the blade of the sword. So if you look like you're shooting the sword directly at what you're doing, you're missing.
You should just recalibrate your TV. Just like shift everything down a bit. You'll be fine.
Alright, Bopper 2. Bopper 2 easy. He's about to get bopped.
He never bothered to adjust his sunglasses since the last fight.
Look, he's a busy man. He's trying to keep the medallions from me. He's getting one cycled like a chump. Look at that.
Hey, it's Professor Plum. Should go give him a hug.
What? Come out of here and get shot.
No.
Sometimes your bullets just don't pass through that gate, I guess. Oh, come near me. Yeah, seems legit, dude. No thanks. Sorry, I've seen every movie ever. What?
Is the bottom tile of that cage supposed to be missing?
Oh, shut up.
This is the boss. I'm the boss. He conveniently tells you he's the boss, too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have to kill Samurai Bruce Springsteen. Hey. Decent fight. He's not done exploding. Hold on.
Yep.
It is. He's had it. He's a samurai wearing lipstick. Bruce, what's happened to you?
He took Bopper's
Not sure.
Band-Aid, too.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
not sure. All right.
So, are you an alien? No. I got a giant red eye. I'm 7 feet tall and I'm flying. I'm wearing a spacesuit. I'm human, just like you.
Doesn't really bother to acknowledge the question.
No.
Okay, here's the other element of RNG in the game. This will determine whether this is a successful run or a failure. Completely random. We did it!
Wow, nice.
Beautiful. That is randomized every time you start the game. Like, it's randomized the second you enter that screen. You have 5 tries to get that right.
Not time yet, right?
No, not time yet. It's time when I go through the door. So get ready. Time.
22:07.
Not bad. Not bad.
Great time.
I'll take that. All right. Some of the finest dialogue in the game comes at the ending here, so we'll take a look at this. Hello, this year's special indeed. Wouldn't you like to become my apprentice? Clash At Demonhead, based on a true story. Rated R. Say that. Well, I guess you don't want to be, a magic hermit type guy. So go make your video game, you little puke. So then we're Goku, even though we're not Goku. We look like him the whole game, though.
You could have been if you didn't make a video game based on your adventures.
I know. Could have trained with a hermit, gotten strong.
It's Master Roshi.
The professor, well, things happened and he exploded. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's fine.
Which professor was a fake Fang? And I thought it was a bust. You were the one that just told me it was good.
That walk
Commander
cycle?
Wine stuff. Yeah, that walk cycle is something special. Mary just kind of roller skates on one skate over to you.
Yep.
After noticing that Fang's been staying there for like 5 minutes.
You know.
Yeah.
I love this dad line right here.
Yeah.
It seems you've had good experience this time, son. Puff on my pipe a while. This Earth is not only for humans. The most important thing, we must use science correctly. I've got to go now. Farewell. And that's Clash at Demonhead. Your reward is that same music you heard on stage 1 a million billion times if you speedrun the game. But yeah, hope everybody enjoyed. Thanks so much. Good stuff. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
You just watched Clash at Demonhead. It was run by Gildersneeze. Next up, we have Arkista's Ring by Feasel.
He was on point. I don't want to drop this thing on the floor while I'm
While we've got a moment, I just want to remind everybody that this is Summer Games Done Quick 2014, raising money for Doctors Without Borders. We also have a Humble Bundle going on right now. You'll want to go check that out. All donations from the Humble Bundle will also go towards Doctors Without Borders. All right? We urge you guys to keep watching, and please make sure to turn off ad block as much as possible. All ad funds goes towards running these marathons, and if you'd rather, subscribe. All the funds go towards Doctors Without Borders with every subscription. All right, we're just going to run a commercial really quick, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. Once the apple falls through the floor, there you go. Well, I couldn't believe it ate the other apple though. When I was grinding, it's like, yeah. It's like that drop cycle is fixed. What happened to it?
It must have been like the very first one, because you did like 16 more to get to the second apple.
No, the first one was hard.
But like really early on for the when it must have eaten the other one.
I got one apple underwater.